evening all, and welcome to SparreysWorld. And today we are continuing the top 5 series with the top 5 DLC characters, or not characters, DLC creatures, dinosaurs, whatever you want to call them in the Ark. Now, when I say DLC, so that implies Ragnarok and also Scorched Earth. Now, we've got a little bit of a giveaway. Hang on, we got a little bit of a giveaway here. Because we have already shown you what one of them is. Right here, behind me, sat on my shoulder. We're going to go straight into it. We're going to hit it up with number 5, the Jerboa. Now, the Jerboa, you're thinking, what? There's better dinosaurs. Simply put, on, where are we now? Scorched Earth, you need one of these. You have to have one of these long-eared, weird things to survive. It's going to tell you when storms are coming, which is essential when you're out and about. Is it a lightning storm? Is it a heat storm? You need one of these. The Jerboa is essential, absolutely essential for Scorched Earth. So it wouldn't be much for top 5 without a dino that was essential. So yeah, the Jerboa is 100% number 5. Now I would also, before we get into 4, there's a mammoth over there. I think that's my mammoth. Yeah, let's say that's my mammoth. Before we get any further, just like to say a massive thank you to all the support on the channel. Please, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button for all the top 5s. We do live streams, all of that sort of stuff, and bits and bobs and that stuff. But yeah, and of course, don't forget to hit the like button. And as always, I want to hear what you guys think. Let me know in the comments down below. Let me know what your opinions are. Let me know the reasons you think as well. And yeah, there we go. So number 4 then on the list of the top DLC dinos in Ark is here. It's right here. Here it is. This is it. This is my pet rock. It is amazing. No, it's not that rock, is it? It's not that rock. It's this one. It's the rock element. This massive thing. Now again, this comes from Scorched Earth. I've put a nice saddle. He's ugly. You are ugly. Wow, I never really noticed how ugly they were. But then he is made of rock, so he's probably going to be pretty unhappy. Yeah, the rock elemental. Now, this is number 4 on the list. They're big, they're slow, they're lumbering. We can harvest stuff as well. Helps if I have all the stuff turned on. Hang on, we'll do that again. So we get stuff from trees. Yep, we got all the wood, we get all the thatch, but we also harvest some stone. There we go. So it's a great utility dino, to be fair. Or it's not really a dino, it's a creature. But it has to be number 4. I mean, this thing is incredible. I haven't pumped any stats on it. My boosts, all my rates are turned up. But this is completely untouched. Level 155 spawned in. So tame 225. But they have ridiculous health. They're tough. They're tough old things. If you're on a PvP server, you definitely want a couple of these, guarding your entrance and stuff. And PvE, go into the world with one of these, and there's not much gonna take you down. I think they're cool. I think they are a good creature to have in Ark. They don't jump, but never mind. Oh, Underworld. So yeah, number 4, short and sweet, really. There's not a lot you can say about it. It's a rock element, and it's pretty cool. And that is the number 4 on the DLC, and that DLC is from Scorched Earth. Number 3 on our list, then, is this magical beast, the Gryphon. Now, I think they did a really good job with the model on this Gryphon. I think it looks amazing. It is cool. I really do like the Gryphon. But it is only at number 3 on our list, and that's for a couple of reasons. One, its stamina is abysmal. It doesn't help when you do the amazing dive that it has, which is pretty cool. Stamina's bad, the attack isn't great on it, but it is a really cool dino. It's also kind of, in my opinion, essential if you want to go and tame, or not tame, if you want to go and steal wyvern eggs. Because this thing, swoop! Get your eggs, swoop out, fly high, pump the stamina a bit, then swoop again, and you will outfly all the wyverns in that trench. You will easily outfly them all, lead them out to sea, and then just go and hatch your amazing wyvern egg that you've got. I said it's not incredibly strong. It's also able to pick up smaller dinos. Now, again, I haven't 100% checked, but it seems to be only basically the stuff that a Pteranodon can pick up. And also, unlike an Argy, for example, once I picked it up, I just drop it. I can't really attack it, which is okay. I suppose it's not really meant for that. This is your fast travel swoopy mount in the game, really. It's a good flyer. It's a great flyer, to be fair. But as I said, the reason it's not higher in the list is, as previously mentioned, its main purpose, or one of the roles of it, enables you to get one of their dinos higher in the list. But we'll get to that in a minute. But yeah, it's the Gryphon. I like the Gryphon. I wish it had a bit more stamina. It doesn't, but it's still a very, very cool creature. It's awesome, actually. Look at his little hands. Aww. But yeah, that is it. That's the Gryphon. It's number 3 on the list. Alright guys, I'm going to do something a little bit unusual, and that is, I'm going to show you number 1 and number 2, that was no indication by the way, on my list, because for the simple reason, I'm having a really tough decision here. We've got the Mantis and we've got the Wyvern, and everyone's been screaming now going, what do you want about, the Wyvern's a million times better than the Mantis. Yeah, and yes and no. They're both good. They are both really good, and they're both good in their own different ways. So, I'm going to run through the pros and cons of both of them, and then right at the end, I will tell you which is number 2 and which is 1. So, first of all then, right, the Mantis. The Mantis is amazing, right? On its own, like this, you think, what are you on about? I can hit some trees, nothing really happens, it's not particularly fast, it's not particularly powerful, and yeah, you're alright, really, that's it. So clearly the Wyvern is number 1. But no, of course it's not. Right, look, we're going to go into its inventory, and we have this little spot, hands. Now, I can put a sword into it, so, I put a sword to it, and it becomes this amazing ninja-wielding, sword-wielding thing that just murders stuff. It's incredible. Put different weapons in its hands, and it will do things. I mean, okay, I haven't got them to hand, but, like, can we get anything from that rock? No, we can't, right? From the tree, we'll get stuff. But yeah, if I put an axe in that hand, it's going to get wood for days. If I put a pick in its hand, it's going to go and get metal, obsidian, crystal, and stone for days. It is all about this slot here, what you put in there. Now, I've never tried this. I don't even know what it will do. Can we have a Mantis? We can have a Mantis with a whip. I don't know what it's going to do. I've never tried. Whatcha! We can whip stuff. Yeah, okay. I don't really know what use that is. Probably none, to be fair. But we get berries, can't we, when we whip stuff? So I'm really excited. I've never tried this. I thought we could get berries if we whip stuff. But we can't. Alright, don't put a whip in its hand. But my point is that this completely average creature, when you put stuff in its hands, if we can drag those out, it becomes this amazing, amazing creature. So it does take deathworm horns to tame, which, if you're on a scorched earth, is it's not that difficult to do. It's not that difficult to do. But yeah, it is a bit of a pain to tame. But I genuinely think that these creatures are worth it. They're amazing. They're just multi-purpose. They really, really are useful. I'd go as far as to say they're probably one of the best utility dinos, if not the best utility dino next to the Therizinosaurus. But that's a different video. We'll get to that, I'm sure. But yeah, so that's kind of the pros of it. And I say the cons are it's difficult to tame. It hasn't got much weight. Again, my stats are bumped, but it hasn't got much weight. No, it hasn't got a great deal of health. It's 150, and it's not very fast. But what it can do when it's got the right tools, I think, is just incredible. And then I kind of we're onto the Wyvern. Now I spawned a fire Wyvern in because it's a fire Wyvern. Let's just give it some stamina so we can fly around a little bit. Now, it's a Wyvern. It's amazing already. Look at its wings. It is just this beautiful flying creature that is truly, truly amazing. It has breath damage, which is pretty incredible, to be fair. Have I got K mode on? Yeah, I have. I've taken everything off. Silly Sparry. There we go. It's got this breath. Here we go. Let's fly down. Let's see if we can murder some things. I haven't pumped any stats on it, so it's probably not going to off the art. But look, we can breathe fire at things. We can breathe all the fire in the world. It's got decent stamina. It's not the best. It's got a good attack. Pump them all, obviously, and it's going to get better. It's good at flying. Landing, meh, not so much. It's not great at landing. That's a bug. I do wish they landed better. But this is a great creature. This really, really is a great creature. You can get thatch and wood with it as well. I'm not sure how many people know that, if it's a common thing. But go over to where you want to get your thatch. Hit C. I don't know what it is on console, but yeah, we can do that. We also push other dinos away. So like that Stego. Excuse me. We push him away, and he doesn't get angry. Amazing. Whoop whoop. But yeah, it's a Wyvern. And anyone wanting to live out their Game of Thrones fantasy or anything like that, they're going to get one. Now, obviously, you have to go into the Wyvern Trench to get them. You can't breed them. You just have to go and steal an egg. So a lot of people do get put off by that. Now, on Scorched Earth, there's various methods. I will say on Ragnarok, it is made loads easier by the Gryphon. So depending on how you look at it, I suppose if you need to get a Gryphon to get one of these, maybe a Gryphon should be higher, but it's not. It's not going to be. But yeah, so you can see my dilemma. You can see my dilemma why I'm struggling with these two. I think I'd love to give the Mantis #1 spot. I would love to give the Mantis the best DLC dinosaur because I think it's far more useful. Obviously, Fire Wyvern PvP is more useful than Mantis, but as a general day-to-day dinosaur, the Mantis is amazing. But I'm not. I'm gonna give #1 to the Wyverns, whether it's. Well, not to the Poison Wyvern. Poison Wyverns aren't great. But to the Fire Wyvern, the Lightning Wyvern, they're going to get it. They are going to get the top spot. So there we go, guys. We've got 2, the Mantis, and #1, the Wyvern. And kind of on that, with our amazing Wyvern behind us, that is it. That's the top 5 DLC. So again, as always, guys, please let me know your comments down below. I just would like to know what you think and reasons why. I'm not after, like, one thing, you're rubbish, you're wrong. I'm not interested in that. You won't get a comment. You won't get anything back. But let me know if you think I'm wrong. Explain why and explain what replaces it. That's what I'm keen. I always want to hear what you guys are thinking. So on that note, yeah, thank you very much for pooping there, Wyvern. Thank you very much for joining us. Yeah, it's been amazing. Again, if you are new to the channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Also, let me know what top 5s you would like to see going forward. But that's it for today's. Thanks a lot for coming. Have fun.